And I believe right after this match, or really shortly after this match, is going to be the TSW World Title. It will be on the line tonight. GC Rock is the title holder against Dave. Should be a good match. This is another title, this will be a non-title match with Bob and Raider versus Teddy Spanksterbutt, and he would like to welcome you to another TSW Live Wrestling event, and I Heart Strudel. So far we've had some pretty good matches. Penny has lost the world title, the world women's title. We have crowned brand new women's world tag team titles holders for TSW. Totes finally won a match on live television. Like, I know you guys probably never believed it, but I was like, I swear to God, this guy wins all the time. Just apparently not on TV where everybody can see it. He wins in the blackout shows. So we've had some crazy stuff happen tonight, and we've also crowned another TSW Survival Champion. Will the world champion, will that championship change hands tonight? Will GC Rock fall to Dave? We don't know. But I'll tell you this, there aren't going to be any countouts, and it's an Extreme Rules match. I think. Pretty sure.
Introducing first, from the pits of hell, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Beast, Bob.
You say Bob's name and Bob will appear. Bob has proven that many times on GC Rock streams. TJ pulled that one today as well. Somebody said TJ's name, and bam, there's TJ banning the weird bot things that get into the chat sometimes. So if you look at the background, this is an all TSW ring. We have two of them. We have 4 TSW titles as of right now. We are going to have more. But right now we have 4.
And his partner from Asgard, weighing in at 271 pounds, one half of the Tag Team Champions, Rowdy Razor.
So Razor and SC Jumpman are the TSW World Wrestling Champions, right? Tag Team Champions. But because of Jump's interference into the match, he had to put his Survival Championship on the line. That's why Bob's stepping in for him tonight to have a tag team match to get everybody involved. So on the next one, it looks like he's going to be freed up now to defend those tag team titles against who? We don't know. Maybe Dragunov and Bob? Maybe Strudel
and their opponents,
and Teddy?
Accompanied by GC Rock. And at a combined weight of 550 pounds, Teddy Sparks, C and Stone Heart.
Maybe against GC Rock and Totes. Or maybe it'll be against all of us at the same time. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? But what we know right now is it's going to be Bob and Raider against Teddy and Strudel. Now, is G going to play a part in this? He might. We're going to find out. So one of my favorite guys to watch do the wrestling stuff is Teddy and Bob. Look at Bob. Like, you watch some of the moves Bob puts on, that was like, have you seen another TSW wrestler do somersault things and then land? Like, no, you haven't. Teddy's moves, wait till you see some of Teddy's moves. You haven't seen them. Father Time, very unique moveset. So we're moving right now to get some more unique movesets in. But in 2 months, the new 22 comes out, 2K22. Very excited about that. There's going to be some things that we do. There's going to be stuff like this. This is going to be one series where it's all TSW. We're going to start out as a very small wrestling promotion, an indie wrestling promotion, where we're wrestling in gyms, like high school gyms, and see if we can build the brand and compete against the likes of the WWE. So if you look, this is what I said. If you say Bob's name, Bob will appear in the chat. That's all it takes. Saying his name, and Bob appears. What's going on, Bob? So we are going to do that. That's going to be one of the series. It's going to be all TSW wrestlers. Because in real life in wrestling, these guys are trying to put on the best show that they can to grow their brand, to grow their own personal brand as stars, and to grow the brand that they wrestle for, to become bigger and bigger and bigger, to bring in more and more money, to make more and more money, right? That's real life. That's the business of wrestling. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to win matches here, and in the meantime, grow our brand, grow, the big brand, and then we'll see if we can compete with. And that should be coming as one of the modes in 2K22. So looking forward to that. It's kind of test run stuff that we're going to be doing here. Very excited about it, though. All right, back to the match now. Bob working his way out. Giving Teddy some elbows and then a big knee. And starting to lay the boots. These boots were made for stomping. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, both of these boots are going to stomp all over you. Look that song up. Called These Boots Are Made for Walking. So hits him with the trifecta. Teddy has got to be looking to get Strudel back into the ring. But Bob and Raider working well as a team. Little toe drop elbow right to the back of Teddy. Teddy gets the emergency tag in to get Strudel in, and now it's Strudel and Raider. Big right hand. Big boot by Strudel, who was for a long time the hardcore champion. We do have to make that belt for TSW. Raider says, look, I'm too big to be picking up. He gives him the jumpy neck breaker. Little flyby. And a sit through, how do you do? Whips him back into the corner. Strudel gets out of the way and picks him up this time. Right into that top rope. And look, I know the ropes look bouncy and spongy and all kinds of fun. Those are not fun at all. I've been in a real wrestling rink. Those are steel ropes wrapped with real small plastic. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to even get them to bend, but they hurt. It doesn't feel good to, oh, I bounced into a rope. That's not a rope. That's a nice thing to call it, but that's not a rope. And splits Raider open with the big right hands. Hard to tell with all the face paint on. And a big clothesline. And Strudel setting up. Is he going to be able to get it in? The tasty pastry, which oddly looks like the so-called stunner. Goes for the pin. One. Only gets a 1 count. Teddy almost knocked out the referee. But Bob takes a big boot from Strudel. And now Raider's kind of on an island. But luckily, it starts to get things turned around. Yep, Strudel with the block, a little hip toss, and now a weird-looking choke slam. And Strudel, I thought was going to go for the pin, instead picks him up because he didn't get enough time in the gym. Huge display of strength, and drops him right on his stomach. Looks like he's setting him up maybe to get Teddy in. And Teddy back into the match. Teddy trying to lay the boots, but completely missed. Bob back to his feet. So now Raider's got some help. Big right hand by Raider. And Raider trying to get the crowd into it. Teddy trying to recover and get back into the, whips him back into the corner. Thought it was going to be set up for a double team move. But Raider gets it reversed, and it looks like, if I was a betting man, I think Raider's setting up for his finishing move. Oh, and it's the Raider hater. Drops him right on his head. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, doesn't even get the 2 count. Strudel breaks it up. And Strudel can only fight off so many people. Bob with a big swinging side slam onto Strudel. And guess who's out on an island now? If you guess Teddy Spanks your butts, you're right. Because it's just Teddy against Bob and Raider. Gets put into this weird submission move. It's either that or Raider feels really bad for him and is trying to stretch his hamstring out. Oh no! Oh, out of nowhere! Out of nowhere. Don't let him do it. Okay, Raider gets back up, and it looks like Teddy going for the pin. Looks like really shortly Teddy is going to be setting up for the Spanks You Butts. I would call it something else, but this is a kid's show. Here we go. So that's usually the prelude. Oh, I thought Teddy might be jumping out of the ring, but he's not. Picks Raider back up. And another slam. This is weird. Like normally Teddy would be going for the finishing move, but he hasn't done it yet. Raider trying to keep out of it and doing a really good job. And hits him with it again. The Raider hater. Rolls him up for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, doesn't get 2 again. Oh, and this is where things get interesting. Raider just hit his own man, hit Bob. How's Bob going to take that? Bob may let it go. Bob may not. Teddy back to his feet with a quickness. Huge forearm. Takes Raider down, picks him up. Does what I like to call the chainsaw. Hits him with the ripcord there. And now you can start to, you're seeing the blood now come down Raider's face. Trying to get to the corner. Teddy's not going to let him. Tag Strudel back in. And Strudel might be ready for the tasty pastry once again. Hits him with the big forearm. Raider gets out of it, but Raider's got to tag in Bob. You would think at this point, the only thing that saved Strudel there was the ropes. And here we go. Bob looking for the tag, gets it, and says, you know what, I'm just going to wait for Strudel to get up. That's the kind of guy Bob is, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, Bob's like, hey, let me help you back down. Like, I was coming over here to help you up, and then you got up by yourself. Let me help you back down. And one more time. Yep. And splits Strudel open. Goes for the pin. The ref takes his sweet time, too. Enough time to allow Teddy to get into the ring and break that up. But it looked like he hit him with the bibbity-bobbity-boo. Probably the best thing that could have happened until now. but Strudel got thrown out of the ring. But not enough time to recover, but does hit Bob on a double reversal and throws him back into the ring. No titles are on the line right now, but they could be soon. Look at this. Just trying to get some gym time back in. And bam, right down on the abdomen. That has got to hurt. Going to work. Picks him up. Oh, big side slam. Thought he might go for the pin there, but doesn't. He's like, man, what do I have to do to win this match? These are some tough competitors. And he is setting up for it. Tasty pastry, hits him with it again, rolls him up. 1, 2, and he kicks out of it. Like, how do you kick out of the pastry when it's that tasty? Don't know. Puts him into a submission hold. Wrenching his neck back now. Getting a couple tasty pastries, that works right to your chin. Misses again. And hits him one more time. Bob trying to jump for the emergency tag. And Strudel stops him right in his tracks and says, look, we've done 2 reps. This is my 3rd set. I got to get my 3rd set in. Bam! And hits him with it again. Comes down on his abdomen. And Bob's like, look, I'm tired of the gym thing, okay? Let me hit you. Let me hit you with the bibbity-bobbity-boo twice. And Strudel trying to get the emergency tag, but rolls out of the ring and gets back in there. Big, like, walk-through slam. I don't even know what you call that. 1, 2, 3. And Raiders on the outside going, why didn't I jump in and help him? He pinned him in my side of the ring, right? Probably didn't see it coming, because if you could kick out of the tasty pastry, why couldn't you jump out of a side slam, right? But that's a lot of weight to be putting on your shoulders. So even though it was a non-title match, the champions do prevail tonight. They will have their titles on the line next time.
Winners, Teddy and Stone Hart.
And GC Rock actually didn't play any role in that match. Did not get involved one way or the other. Completely on the up and up. Teddy's telling Strudel, he's like, hey, get up on the top rope. Get you some dues. I'm going to let everybody know we're number 1, and then I'm going to jump up on these ropes. That way everybody knows.